Thank you. Hey, Dave. Hope you're well
Hi,
today.
Kirsten.
As the thank you. As the position players have arrived, how would you just describe the energy and feeling of everyone being back together?
It's still now a getting reacquainted. A lot of smiles and guys just happy to see each other. But we've had a good group of position players here already, which has been great. Now, as far as the mechanics of separating guys out, which we did a little bit today, but I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Getting everyone together as a group. But there's an excitement. There's still that focus, which I believe can be sustainable.
Mhm. And now the spring training broadcast schedule was just announced. All of the available tickets for the games at Camelback Ranch were sold out within 2 hours, which is incredible. So as you guys prepare for these games, is there beginning to feel like a sense of normalcy heading into this season?
A little bit. I think that once we get everyone here, which will be tomorrow, and then we start playing games, which will be next Sunday, I believe, and we get fans around, I think that energy will amplify, and then I think it'll be considerably normal than spring training 2.0 last year.
Thank you.
Yep.
Next question from Jim Alexander. Go ahead.
Yeah, Doc. Given the fact that you guys won it last year, you didn't have a parade. I don't know if you're going to get to go to the White House or anything, but a lot of the trappings that normally go with winning a World Series weren't there. I don't know if guys talk about it at all, but do you think that might be an even additional source of motivation for this year?
I do. I do. And I think that, every player is motivated by different things. Every team's sort of motivated to win a championship. But I do think that I have heard guys talk about the fact that we want to do it right and kind of enjoy all the fruits and still being mindful of what we had to go through last year and what was allowed. But I do think there's a little bit of, I want to do it again. We want to do it again so we can enjoy the champagne celebration in the clubhouse, with our families, teammates, coaches, and also that parade. I mean, I think that when you're a young player, you're thinking about winning the World Series, and that parade is something that sticks out in a lot of players' minds.
Are there differences between the protocols last year and what you're prepared for going forward this year?
I don't think much difference, but I think the thing that's beneficial is there's knowledge of what we did last year. So the testing every other day, being, washing your hands, not being mindful, not staying close to a guy or guys too long, and keeping the grouping smaller, staggering. So that's stuff that we've already done. So it's not new to us. So I think it in turn should be a lot easier for us to handle.
Thank you.
Next question from Bill Plunkett. Go ahead.
Hey, Dave. Any new injuries going on, and can you update us on the couple that you did have, White and Kelly?
Joe is moving around. I think he played catch today. So Joe's kind of on track. Nothing new to report on Mitchell White. I know that Nolan Long just had a little soreness after his pen, but probably just normal spring training soreness, but nothing of note really.
With your two young starting pitchers, Dustin May, Tony Gonsolin, almost any other organization in baseball would have them written in ink into their rotation already, and they serve their apprenticeship. Do you feel like you have to be mindful of their psyches and talk to them about the situation this year?
Yeah, I think that, it's certainly a high bar when you pitch for the Dodgers and you're on our roster. These guys are very competitive. They expect a lot from themselves, which they should. But I think for me, just kind of keeping lines of communication open, encouraging them to continue to get better each day. And the reality is, we just don't know how things are going to play out. So I think that right now, what we can control and our focus is to keep these guys healthy, continue to build them up as starters, and then, you know, once we have to make that decision, we'll make it.
Is there any part of the picture this spring for them competing for a bullpen role?
Well, you know, I just think that, you know, that kind of will play out as it will down the road. But I think that just the messaging is just continue to compete and get better each day. And again, stay healthy, build up your innings, and there's always competition, and that's a good thing.
We talked to Austin Barnes earlier today, and he's going into another season as your backup catcher, but he's started more than half of your postseason games the last 4 years. How is it that he is one thing during the regular season and then, you know, appears to become more valuable in the postseason?
Yeah, you know, honestly, Bill, I guess if you look at, you know, timeshare, I guess it's a backup, but I don't see it as such. I think it's a 1 and 1A. They're both very valuable, and I think that we've done a good job of using both of them and exploiting strengths and things to help us win baseball games, whether it be in the regular season, the postseason. And yeah, I just don't want Austin to kind of come into this season as a backup because, you know, clearly, you know, in the postseason, yeah, we leaned on him. So we'll see how it plays out. And it's kind of the same message where competition is a good thing. Continue to get better at your craft behind the plate, in the batter's box, and we'll see where that takes us.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah.